Something we can all agree on is that we all love IKEA. So in today's video, we're doing a buy this, not that IKEA edition. I'm gonna chat about some amazing splurge-worthy IKEA products like the IKEA Hofstad, which I own and love, and some other products you may wanna leave at the store. Now, the first item you should not be buying from IKEA is the Pranka pillow cover. It is a velvet pillow cover that also has shiny portions. So it's a striped shiny, not shiny sort of situation. Now, this only comes in 4 colors, so the color selections are very limiting, but I think that it just looks way too glam. I've also noticed that with these pillow covers, I see a lot of pilling, which means the quality is not necessarily up to par. Now, instead of those Pranka pillow covers, I do want you to buy the Sanella pillow covers. The Sanella comes in 13 color options, and even though they are made of the same fabric, I haven't noticed the pilling with these Sanellas. I also love that these velvet pillow covers have quite a lot of give, so you can do the overfilling pillow hack that we talk about all of the time. Another benefit of the Sanella is that they are just plain velvet. There are no designs on them or anything, and a plain velvet pillow cover can work with modern organic design, bohemian design, any form of eclectic design, mid-century modern design, and at this point I'm just listing every design style under the sun because that is how truly versatile these pillow covers are. Now, I love IKEA mirrors, but one that I would certainly leave at the store is the Toft bin mirror. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this mirror. It is just very, very traditional. And as you notice when we move to today's video, I want you to pick up more basic things from IKEA and upcycle them. I don't want you to get things that are stylistically limiting, and this really gives me traditional. This is the type of thing that I would use in a very traditional home, not even a transitional home, truly just a traditional home because of the beveling and the type of trim that they have put on this mirror. Now, while I do not love the Toft bin mirror, I am a huge fan of the Hovat mirror. It's one of the newer mirrors to come to IKEA. It's become very popular in the last 5 years or so. Just recently, IKEA rolled out the Hovat mirror in a different color. It used to only come in the silver white, but now it also comes in black. The Hovat mirror is 77 inches tall, where the Toft bin is 12 inches shorter than that. So the Hovat is really massive. It is a mirror that really can stand as a focal point. What I also love about the Hovat is that it is truly frameless almost. So if you don't like either of the colors, it doesn't matter because you really can't see the frame on them. They're just so versatile, and finding a mirror that is this big with this price point is almost unheard of these days. So the Hovat will always have my stamp of approval. Now, in the dresser department of IKEA, that's where we have seen the very significant price increases. This is where I have noticed it the most. Something I want you to leave at the store is the brimless dresser. And again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering any of the pronunciations. I've been trying to get better at it. I do apologize. But the brimless collection has always been one of my disliked collections at IKEA. But something about this dresser in particular is that the top drawer has a glass front. Sure, it is a frosted glass front, but it has a glass front, which means that you do need to keep that top drawer very neat. I don't know about you, but sometimes my drawers don't look perfect. They just need to fit what they need to fit. And while a lot of IKEA furniture allows you to swap out the handles, I think based upon where these handles are located on the dresser drawer itself, I think it's going to be very difficult to swap out these handles while keeping this piece looking chic. But I do love this Mom 4-drawer chest. So the chest is great. You can't see into it. It doesn't have any handles on it. It's very sleek. It's very upcyclable. I've talked about this before. And you can always throw legs on this to elevate it some more if you want to get a more sophisticated look. A bookshelf I believe you should leave at the store is the IKEA Billy bookcase. I know the Billies, they're so popular. I've had many Billies in my lifetime, but I'm not saying that they're bad. And I know that people love to DIY with them because they are affordable. The price has gone up on the Billy, but not quite as much as some other items we've seen at IKEA. But the reason I'm going to urge you to leave that Billy at the store is that, one, if you want to DIY it, you have to spend a lot of time and ultimately money on the primer and the layers of the paint and the sanding that you have to do to upcycle it. Another thing is that the Billy is made out of the famous IKEA particle board. It just isn't as durable as something that maybe is made out of solid wood. So what is that other piece? That other piece is the IKEA Hofstad. I am an owner of the IKEA Hofstad. I have owned them for over a year plus, maybe 2 years at this point, and I absolutely love them. I have treated these Hofstads like my own punching bags because I'm always using them for a different DIY project or upcycling them in some way, and they are so sturdy. The Hofstads are actually made out of solid wood. They are not made out of the IKEA particle board, which means that they are sturdy. It also means that they're easier to paint. So if you want to paint them pink, blue, yellow, you can wrap them in anything. You can paint them in any way with ease. You don't have to spend days and days and days repainting and sanding and repainting and sanding. They've made DIY easy. Now, the next IKEA item you should leave at the store is the wristband pendant. So this pendant, I have something against it. I know that it is made with art in mind and there's thought behind it, but it is an onion-shaped pendant. And every time I look at it, I can't not think about Shrek. I just don't love the shape of it. A pendant you should pick up from IKEA though is the Regolith pendant. This pendant has been around forever and that price tag is so very sweet. This is just a standard paper pendant, and I know people say that paper pendants are trendy, but this has been around since I've been alive at IKEA, so I think this is something that's going to be around for years to come. Now, IKEA has so many different sofas, and some of them are actually truly worth investing in because the quality is there. One you may not want to pick up though is the Jotebo sofa, and I love this sofa. It is a new collection to IKEA and I love the way it looks. I love the way it looks. It's actually right up my alley when it comes to design. But what I will say is, again, it is very, very contemporary in its style. It also is a lower profile sofa. Now, one sofa that I think you can buy for life is the Kiva. The Kiva is a very basic sofa. You can dress it up with pillows and throws to really work with any design style, and it does come in so many different colors. Now, the Kiva is also fairly low profile, but it's one of those sofas that you can use as a family sofa now and then put it in the basement or in your kids' playroom, because this is a great sofa for kids. It is so incredibly durable, and of course it's slip covered, so when they accidentally get their Crayola marker on it, you can just throw it in the laundry and put it right back on. There are also so many different color and configuration options for the Kiva. You can get a sofa, you can get a love seat, you can get a massive sectional. Anything you want to do, you can do with the Kiva. So you may start with a small sofa now and then build up the sofa as you build your family. Now I want to chat about round table. So this round table, though I've talked about it before and I love the idea behind it, I do not like it because it is a marble effect table. The marble effect is not the same thing as marble. I have a marble effect coffee table and it was very successful, but a lot of the times there are marble effects that don't look at all like marble. It looks like paint. It can also only sit 4 people, so that's very limiting. Now I do love this Ingetorp table, so this is also a round table, but it is extendable so that when you have a few extra guests or your family does expand, you can still use this table. It just becomes a more of an oval shape. There are 2 color options and it's very timeless. This table has been around for a while and it feels very, very sturdy based upon what it is made out of. So it's not going anywhere. Your kid is not going to knock this table over. This is durable and it's going to stand the test of time. One of my childhood friends has had this table since I was a child. I'm 26 and that table is still there in their dining room and I am very impressed by that. And I have been a fan of the IKEA Lack forever, but I do want to say no on the IKEA Lack coffee table. I'm a huge fan of the Lack collection, but the Lacks really only have particle board in like 1 little quarter and the rest of it is really just thick paper. And I don't love that it's rectangular. I would love if it was a square instead, just so that it is a little bit more manageable. But I love this table. It's very new. It's super sleek in the design and there is storage. And because of the way you can orient the table, there is some hidden storage. So if you want to like hide your soda pops back there, you can do that. And in the front, you can have just decor. I love that this is versatile without being like the classic like storage coffee table that looks kind of boring and mechanical. So you get the best of both worlds with this coffee table. So I'm sorry to the Lack, but our affair is over. Last but not least, I want to talk about side tables. So this Gladym side table has always been popular, but I think the tray on this table is a little bit boring. It can't really fit that much, and I think things get lost in there. That's why you should get this side table. It does not have that little bit of storage, but it is great for space saving because the bottom part of it can fit under the sofa. It can fit over the arm of your sofa. You can bring it around and eat using it or work on the sofa using this side table, and it's almost invisible because it does have that glass top, and the glass top is very easy to clean, and the rest of it is a metal frame, so it is very nice and durable. So I really have nothing bad to say about the side table, and that's why you may want to invest in this one instead. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's video. This was Buy This Not That IKEA edition. I told you what you should splurge on, what you should pick up, and the things you should leave at the store, even if I like them, even if I think that they're pretty. If you like today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.